Alright everyone, I am so sorry that this lesson is blurry. When my husband takes pictures next time, I'll make sure they're clear before we get them ready for these video lessons. But you have your book in front of you, and this is a pretty easy lesson. It shouldn't take very long. We talked about perimeter yesterday, and remember, perimeter is the distance around something. Oh, let me see, let me get my pen going. As I speak today, my husband is outside changing the perimeter of my chicken pen. They have a pretty big area to run around, and he's decided to take away a little bit of their running around space so he can fit his, what's he got? He's got that thing he drags behind a trailer. He wants to fit his trailer back there, so he's making the perimeter, he's actually making the area of the spot where they can run around smaller. So he's changing the fencing. So he's changing the perimeter of the chicken coop area. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about the perimeter of a square. Remember, a square has equal sides on all sides. And like I normally do, let's go down to number 3, and we'll start with this. So the official formula for perimeter is of a square is 4 times the sides, okay? Which is technically just adding up the sides. So if I made a triangle, it was like this, okay? All 4 sides are 3 inches. Not triangle, I say triangle, square. All 4 sides are 3. And so we could just add up the sides, or you could do 3 times 4. You learned that back when you learned how to do multiplication. So down here, I have a square, and because we're practicing the formula, I want you to write P equals 4 times S on that. All right, and then we can simply do it. What is 4 times 4? 16 centimeters. All right, let's do it on the next one. Perimeter equals 4 times S. S meaning side. What's 41 times 4? I get 164. Is that what you get? All right, so we have 164 millimeters. And then the last one, right, perimeter equals 4 times S. No, looks like a 5. 18 times 4. 72 inches. Is that what you get? All right. Let's do number 4. Use the formula to find the perimeter of a square. Right? Oops, sorry. Let me pause you a second, because I got banana bread in the oven. See if I can pause. Hold on just a second. Okay. Smells wonderful. All right. Let's see here. Let's write our formulas. Perimeter equals 4 times S. Whoop. This one is 3.1. And we'll still times it by 4. No different. Just multiply it. Then put the decimal in when you're done. 12.4 feet. Hopefully you're doing this with me and not just writing down the answers. That won't help you at all. All right, 12 and a half. And they're going to leave this as a half. Not 12 and a half, it's 2 and a half. All right, so perimeter equals 4 times S. So 4 times 2 and a half. Tell me what that is as an improper fraction. Did you get 5 over 2? And then we can just put that over 1. Lucky for us, there's some cross canceling. Makes it easy. And I get 10. All right. Put my periods. All right, perimeter equals 4 times S. One more time down here. And we have 92 millimeters. So 92 times 4, 368. Well, there we go. Millimeters. Metrics doesn't need a period. All right, now let's go back up to the story problems. Caleb built a square doghouse for Spot. Each side is 4 feet. What is the perimeter of the doghouse? All right, perimeter. Write it again. 4 times S. What is 4 times 4? Easy peasy. 16 feet. B. Miss Wright had the children measure the rectangular classroom. They found the length to be 14.3 yards and the width to be 10.9 yards. What is the perimeter of the classroom? Okay, so the rectangle has a slightly different formula, even though we're still just adding up the sides. Remember this? 2 times length plus 2 times the width. All right, so 2 times the length, which is 14.3. I'm going to go up here and do it. Times 2. I get 2.68. No, I did something wrong. 28.6. There you go. All right. And now we're going to do 2 times the width. I'm having to look back at my book because I can't read this math page. 10.9 times 2. 21.8. Add them up. I'm just going to put the 28.6 under here. $50.4. That's what the book has. 50.4 yards. Okay. Last one. Let me erase all this stuff right here. All right. Zach told Mr. Calvert that he constructed a 7-sided octagon. Why is this impossible? What's wrong with that? Well, you could say 2 things. Either it has to be 8 sides, right? Or it would be a 7-sided hexagon. So he's named it incorrectly, right? Octagons have 8 sides. Hexagons have 7 sides. All right, let me find page 2 and see what we need to go over. That's not it. Let me try this way. There we go. Everything's good. All right, use the formula. Perimeter equals 2 times the length times 2 times the width. Find the perimeter of each. Computers tell me things at the bottom. Can you see that? You probably can't even see that. All right. Use the perimeter. 2 times length times 2 times the width to find the perimeter of each rectangle. Okay, so they wrote the formula for us. So we just have to do 2 times 9.6. I'm just going to do this one with you, and you can do the other 2 on your own. Yeah, because you can do some of these on your own this time. 2 times 9.6, 12, 18, 19.2, and then 8.3 times 2, 16.6. Now let's add them. 19.2 and 16.6, 12. No, I'm adding them up. I'm not multiplying them. Try this again. All right, 8. How's that? 15, 3. We get 35.8. So it's 35.8 yards. How about you do B? If you do C, that's extra credit. Okay? All right, I'll do 6 and 7 with you real quick before we go. All right, so mark beside the inaccurate, that means not correct, statements. Is centi 0.01? What do you think? Yes, it is, because one place is tenths, the next place would be hundredths, and centi is 1/100th. Oh, no, I don't want to mark that. We're just doing the incorrects. Milli is 1/100th. Is that correct? No. Milli is 1/1000th. So this one we will fill in. Okay. Deca. 1/1000th, that is. Is deca 1/1000th? No, deca means 10. 10 whole. Hecto. Does hecto mean 10? Nope. Means 100. Kilo. 1,000? Yeah, that's correct. Deci. Does deci mean 1/10? Sure does. Alright, so only those 3 blanks. Alright, let's fill in the blanks. 24 feet is how many yards? Feet to yards. Smaller to larger, we divide. And you can even think of it as 24 over, how many feet are in a yard? 3. Alright, so if you have 24 feet, how many yards is that? 24 divided by 3 is 8. 1/5 of a ton is how many pounds? Tons to pounds, larger to smaller, so this one we will multiply. 1/5 times, how many pounds are in a ton? 2,000. I can cross cancel. 5 goes into 24 times, and then bring up the 2 zeros. So I'm just left with 400. Okay. All right, 1 foot is how many inches? Well, that one you should have memorized. 12. 3/4 of a peck. Let me erase some of this. All right. 3/4 of a peck is how many quarts? Well, how many quarts are in a peck? 8, I believe. So pecks to quarts, larger to smaller. 3/4 times 8. I'm left with 6. 1 mile is, or 1 meter is how many centimeters? You can just remember what centimeters means. 100 meters. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 7 bushels is how many pecks? Just as a review, remember it starts out with quarts. Takes 8 quarts to make 1 peck, right? And then it takes 4 pecks to make 1 bushel. Sorry, it's just sloppy. I spelled bushel wrong. B-U-S-H-E-L. I think it's E-L. Okay. Let me erase that. Won't work. There we go. All right. Here we go. So if you have bushels to pecks is larger to smaller, so we're going to multiply. 7 times the 4 would be 28. 3 gallons is how many pints? Gallons to pints, larger to smaller, we will multiply 3 times. How many pints are in a gallon? Well, if you can't remember, how many half gallons are in a gallon? 2. So how many quarts would be in a gallon? 4. How many pints would be in a gallon? 8. So it'll be 8 times 24. I mean 8 times 3 is 24. I was thinking I wish I could show you pictures because I'd pull out my pint jars and my quart counting jars and review all that again with you, but I can't. All right, let's see here. 2 feet is how many yards? Now this one is smaller to larger, so I'm going to divide. So it's 2 divided by how many feet are in a yard? 3. Nothing else we can do with that, so we're just going to write 2/3. And then finally, days to hours, larger to smaller. We're going to multiply 4 times how many hours are in a day? 24. Multiply it. Get 96. So do I. All right. Everything down here you should be able to do. Look at number 9, just real quick. What do you think you should do first down here? Yep, add all these up. And then this is 3 times n. What's the opposite of 3 times n? Divided by. So you divide both sides by 3. Over here, number 10, write the percents. Remember what I taught you? Is means equal, of means multiply. If you're missing part of a multiplication problem, you divide to find the answer. So I'll just do A with you, and then you can do B on your own. 3 dimes is what percent of $1? All right. We better convert dimes to cents. So I'm going to say, do they do that? I don't know, but I'm going to do 30 cents or 0.30 is what percent of 100 cents? Okay, so this, because we're missing part of our multiplication problem, we're going to do 30 divided by 100. 30 divided by 100. I can get rid of each of these. Now I'm down to 3/10. It's 3 divided by 10. Did you guys learn how to do this yet? I think you did. I'm going to add the decimal. There we go. 10 goes into 30. 0.3. To change a decimal to a percent, you move the decimal over twice. It's 30%. Oops, that's the wrong one. Okay? You can do B on your own. 2 quarters and a nickel are what percent of $1? So the first thing you're going to have to figure out is how many cents 2 quarters and a nickel are. And then you'll put that over here. And then the dollar will be 100 cents over here. Okay? All right. See how you do on your own? If you have any questions, you can always call me or text me. Have a great day, guys.